There is a kind of working woman out there today, folks, who are taking it to the next level. They're stepping all over a lot of the men, as a matter of fact, starting their own businesses, and they're doing it twice as fast as the guys, and in the process racking up $2.5 trillion. We're calling them mompreneurs, picking up on the term entrepreneurs, and here to talk with me about it is Audrey Gusky from Duquesne University. Hey Audrey, how are you?
Good morning, John. Great. How are you doing?
Always a pleasure.
Always fun. Thank you.
Good seeing you. What kinds of businesses are these moms starting up, and why are they doing it at such a rapid pace compared to the guys?
Right. Well, moms are starting up all kinds of businesses. You name it, pretty much they're getting into it. Whether it's personalized stationery, calligraphy for weddings, they're starting their own concierge services for businesses, and the neat thing about that, then their kids get to meet all these stars and celebrities and people that they're trying to set these different venues up with the different businesses.
Catering businesses?
Catering businesses, of course, and a lot of businesses that deal with things that they're interested in, whether it's children's clothing, children's strollers, that type of thing.
And what's the impetus for doing it at such a rapid pace as compared to the men?
Well, the beauty of it for women is that it gives them so much flexibility, because they can literally do things while their kids are napping. So moms aren't sleeping on the job, but their kids are. And so they can maybe work late at night. And I think the thing that really got people involved, women very quickly, is the internet. They're able to connect with people, they're able to stay in touch, they're able to actually conduct all their businesses online, and so as a result they don't need necessarily to be out of the home, and they can do it at home.
And how successful have they been? I mean, what are some of these moms out there making?
Oh, they're extremely successful. You've got $1 million moms out there, and in fact some of the dads are stopping their traditional work and helping the moms. Mrs. Fields started as a mompreneur.
Oh, is that
Mrs. Fields Cookies, and as a result she's of course been extremely successful nationally.
And obviously the internet has a great deal to do with that success. What are some of the benefits of being a mompreneur, as we call it?
Well, there's a lot of benefits. Obviously it allows you to stay home with your children. You can take care of them, take them to the doctors, and do all the carpooling and things that you need to do, but yet you're at home when you need to be at home. You're making your own hours. It gives you the freedom and flexibility. And for women too, when you're a mompreneur, there's no glass ceiling. So
you're your own boss.
You're your own boss, and you can do whatever you want. You can go as high as you possibly can, and they do. And the beautiful part of it is it allows their children to see themselves in an entrepreneurial role. So it gives their kids that spirit too, and as their children age and get older, they can involve them with the business. And so it really becomes a family business, and everyone is learning and growing as a result of it.
So if someone out there watching today, male or female for that matter, wants to do something like what we're talking about, what should they do? Where should they go? What steps should they take to get their business off on the right foot? Well,
my advice, first of all, start a business that you're passionate about. If you have a hobby or an interest or something you really enjoy, do something you really are driven toward.
Okay.
Once you start that, then there's small business development centers to go to. There's a jobsandmoms.com, and there's a not-for-profit-moms.com. Or I'm sorry, for-profit-moms.com.
Okay.
And so you can go to those websites. There's a lot of support avenues for women. Just because you're at home doesn't mean you can't stay connected and networking with other moms and other businesses.
Especially with the internet.
Exactly, with the internet. So that's the way a lot of moms do that. There's a lot of local chamber of commerces that are helping women do this as well. It's interesting because they're mothers of invention, literally. A lot of these moms, as they've become moms, whether they were pregnant or as their children were born and have grown, they've recognized that, I don't like the stroller I'm using. I don't like the baby lotion I'm using. The clothes when I was pregnant didn't fit me right. And so a lot of the businesses they're starting are, in a sense, mothers of necessity too. Things that they felt they weren't getting in the marketplace, and they knew because they were going through it, and that's how they created the products.
And last but not least, Audrey, before we let you go, do you have any recommendations for women as regards the husband? I mean, should the woman who is starting her own business feel compelled to include the husband, to bring him in and ask for his assistance, to just all of a sudden, lay it in his lap and say, look what I've accomplished? I mean, how would you go about including not just the husband, but the whole family?
Yeah, exactly. Because you want to have a supportive dad. Because if you're starting a business like this, it's really going to be infringing on a lot of time of the family.
Could be.
And so the dads are going to have to be very involved. I think it depends, John. If it's a business where he would be involved and interested, bring him on board if he wants to. If he wants to stay separate, I think I would leave it up to the individual individual relationship in the individuals. But you do need the support, because you're going to need some babysitting assistance, and you're going to need some assistance with the household chores and all of those things as well.
All right. Dr. Audrey Guskey.
And John, you know, when you turn the word mom upside down, it becomes wow. And so these moms are really wow.
That's right. Wow moms who are doing a wonderful job.
Absolutely
and
are.
Making a ton of money in the process. Yes. Hey, listen, I could be a kept man any day, honey. Debbie, if you want to start that $1 million business, go at it, rather. Thanks. Appreciate it,
pleasure,
Audrey.
John.
Still up ahead, folks, find out how a local group is already working to save your life.